Welcome to this beautiful channel. Welcome to Nairobi. Welcome to Africa. My name is Gossi Africa. Today I'm taking over the Blackgeo. You know I'm a Blackgeo, and I always talk good about Africa. I always promote Africa. I always love interacting with whoever loves Africa. Shabi has been one of the biggest proponents of Africa, one of the biggest promoters of Africa. So I wanna let him interact with us and tell us, would he rather be in Kenya or in Africa, or would he rather be in the US and in Europe in general? So Shabi, let's have a deal. We need to change the way you think. We need to change the way you perceive Africa. We want to have a different discussion. You know, the story of Africa has been told by other people. Yeah, it has not been told by Africa. So it's time for us as Africans to tell the story of our continent, this beautiful continent, Africa. So I'm coming live from Nairobi, Kenya, and with me is Shabi from the Blackgeo. So I wanna be approaching him to tell us, would he rather be in Africa or in other continent, advanced continent, Europe, America, and all that. Meditating, you know, and enjoying. Shabi, what's up, bro?
See Africa, what's going on? You look at like subscribe to the Black
Geo.
Let's go.
I like the
Another
vibe,
day
bro.
in Africa.
Would you rather be in Africa or in America or Europe?
I mean, they didn't tell us about Africa like this. I mean, it was a story, dark time, dark ages, you know. But when you get here, it's green. I mean, go to Africa, show them it's green. Cool breeze. This is a winter time. In the winter time, and the sun is shining, the melanin. I mean, we were lied to across the world.
Nowhere like home.
It's nowhere like home. And I think when you get here, you're meant to stay. It's hard to get back to America, go see Africa. It's hard.
This is the best place to meditate.
Oh,
yeah. I'm even forgetting what it was on how to describe Africa, but
it's a dream.
It's a good place. Look at the views, the green plantations. Wow. I love this. I love this.
And why wouldn't you want to come here? I mean, as soon as you come outside, you see people who look just like you. The air feels more clear. The sun is shining a little more differently. I think I'm having more muscles these days. Go see Africa. What do you think, people? You know, and I think that you make choices in life that, you know, you think that you're supposed to stay in one place, but as humans, they don't know that we are meant to interact with each other, okay? We're the only species on Earth that actually need each other. We need to talk to each other. We need to communicate. So that also means traveling, people. That doesn't just mean having your cell phone number, you know, or just going to the club or meeting up with friends every 2 weeks. That means meeting people that you're not going to talk to every day. I meet people in different countries, and we just because we're in this country, we're going to talk for 5 minutes, never see each other again. But it's just that experience of life. That's what it's about. And as humans, I think we're getting stagnant. I'll go see Africa. Our mindset is getting a little stagnant now. That's why I think we can't think no more. Humans were made to move. We're a migrant people, you know. Every tribe in Africa migrated. East African tribes migrated actually from Congos, you know. It ended up in Kenya. People don't know that. Yeah, even Liberia. We're not just Liberians, no. Our tribes travel many places around the earth and many places around Africa. Okay, so that's how humans were made to move. We're not made to stay in one place. All right. But now we have became cattle. Okay, go see. We're cattle now.
We are what?
We're cattle. You know, cattle.
Cattle?
Yeah, you know, cattle. Goats. I mean, cows.
Yeah.
They stay in one place, right? That's who we are as humans. Now, we're really birds. We're actually birds. We made to fly. We made to go. We're like eagles.
Yeah, we move all over.
We made to move. So now, I think we're motivating people to go see Africa. I think we're waking people up nowadays. You know. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
For me, you know, even before I became a YouTuber, before I started doing what we do, I used to travel, but I never used to capture what is happening around, you know. And camera has told, this camera and YouTube has told me to be creative, be innovative, and appreciate what's around me. And that's why, and before I even say that's why, the what's why I'm about to talk about, let me appreciate the African tigers, you know. When COVID came, through COVID I learned about African tigers, so I learned her channel. I used to watch her. At that time she was barely 2,500 subscribers. And through her I learned that, oh, so the pictures I've been taking and the videos I always record, I can upload them and build a platform, build a community. And that's why now we have Go See Africa. So I'm here to showcase, I'm here to showcase Africa to the world, you know. Let me tell you something about Africa. Anytime you're flying to this continent, whether you are black or you are white, you will feel home. How you get welcomed at the airport, the reception there,
why do everybody, the first thing they say is Karibu?
Yeah, Karibu Kenya, Kenya hakuna matata.
Every person, I'm serious, people, you land in Kenya, every person, before you even get to Kenya, you say, I'm going to Kenya, what do they say?
Karibu Kenya.
Before you even get there. So before you even travel to Kenya, they say Karibu Kenya. So by the time you get here, you hear that 1,000 times. So at least, you know, that's the thing about Kenya. It's an experience. Like
the hospitality.
Yes. I mean, I told people, if you've never been to Africa, and you're scared of coming to Africa, and I was that person. Actually, I told you, my father sent me back to Africa, 16, 17. He said, you know what, we're not going to Liberia first. We're going to my ancient land that he's part of, and he dropped me in Nigeria. And I tell people all the time, you gotta be real African to drop in Nigeria. So, and some people, they get a good experience or negative. So I say they have a great experience of Africa first time, and then every African country we love, but we Africans, we know how to deal with hostile environments. Other people who come from these Europe and America, they get kind of scared. So guess what? Kenyans know how to, you know what? They're very rough people. People know Kenyans is real. They're the real roughest Africans on the continent, but guess what? They're very hospitality. They know how to, you know what? A foreigner's coming, they take care of us here.
But
they take care of foreigners here.
We have
they're real
those
Africans.
Individuals who love, they like to visit Africa. They like visiting Kenya. Now we are in Kenya, but we come live from Nairobi, Kenya. So you find someone is so ready to go to the national park, but they have no expectations on how they're going to be treated by the people around. Be like, oh, I'm coming here to see the animals. What about the culture? Why are you forgetting the culture?
Yes.
Yeah. In Africa, we have those communities who have maintained their culture. The Maasai people, for example,
Shout out to them,
the Mijikenda people in the coast, so they still dress on their the attire they used to dress some centuries ago, you know. Yeah. So that can be more captivating if you came here with the mentality that I'm coming to learn culture, the African culture. You will enjoy more than how you'd enjoy you enjoy being at the game parks, looking really after the animals. No, watching those animals, you know.
But you guys think, guess what I always say? We are also animals. Go see Africa.
Yeah, we are also animals.
They gotta go see us.
When you say we are also animals, there is that person who, with the mentality that Africans live on trees. No!
They show them the trees. I don't think I can live up there, but it's very beautiful.
Now,
this is a real African tree. Ancient trees that was here before us people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then some good sounds from the back.
You see all this people, y'all gotta see this. That's why they call this the green city. Under the sun.
The green city below the sun.
You can pan it back to me over here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I tell people, you have to come to Africa to see it for yourself. You would not know this in the history books. I grew up in an era where they actually, the last time in school in America where they teach you about slavery, teach you about your greats of even your culture and other people's cultures. But nowadays, these education systems, they regulate what your kids gonna learn, you know. So even as a kid, they was teaching us about China at least, you know. They at least bring up South Africa if you're in America. But nowadays, kids don't know about South Africa like that. Even if you're not in these countries, you should know where Japan is, people. You should know where, you know, Mexico or something. But a lot of they don't teach these kids geography. That's why you need to come to the Blackgeo and go see Africa. Unknown geography, people. Unknown what the hell we doing.
But someone told me that we no longer watch news.
No, we don't.
We no longer watch
the news we watch. Exactly. We don't.
Now they watch vlogs. Go see Africa, travel into this and this place.
Yeah, write in the comments about that too. Do you learn more things when you watch people's podcasts, vlogs, or the regular news channels nowadays? This is a good question to ask nowadays. Because like you just said, a lot of people would rather watch travelers who actually tackle the real stories. I actually watch big time travelers who they do pretty much stuff like news. And they go to countries and they tackle real stories just like a news station would. So sometimes you can learn more things with these new age creators than the regular news stations, because one thing about news stations, they'll give you a great story, but they give you 2 minutes, right? And they're gone.
And it's edited.
2 minutes and it's done. Why don't you...
For the kind of content we create.
Yeah, it's 10, 15, 30 minutes.
It's original.
In depth. Yeah, you get...
Unfiltered.
Yeah. That's the thing about the news. They give you sometimes good clips, things to talk about or know, but it's like, here and it's gone. And then they're on to the next topic. So that's why these creators nowadays on these YouTube platforms, whatever platform they're on, they're going crazy because they're spending extensive time on a subject. You know that the news will bring up, okay, we want to hear more about it. And we're going to the next one. A bunny rabbit was coming. They talking about bunny rabbits.
That's a limited by
that
time.
last topic was on. So the YouTube was like, okay, cool. You don't want to talk about that? I'm going to talk about it. And that's why people watching more vlogs or real episodes, real videos of people, real podcasts, because people are really taking their time out and making this a job, you know. And then, like we did in Africa, people don't know, Africa's a TV show. New York City is a TV show. So when you come here, not only you have a great time, but it's like a movie, people. It's like a movie.
Let's talk about community in Africa.
Yeah, okay.
How people live together here, how people share. Discuss that.
Every culture, I don't have to go to every African country to know that.
Yeah, just be
I'm
general.
Liberian, and I've been to other over like 10 African nations, so I already know how, and I grew up with other African cultures, you know, so especially West Africa, East Africa, so that's how we do. In Africa, in American Africa, it's still a culture to do the same thing. We're known for it. It's just we're a new age generation, even all the way to the continent. Many people won't share what they have, but I grew up in a culture where 16 cousins, 10 of us, how all of us got a full belly. Trust me, we made a way because we all had a big ass pot, the best food. But if it was enough to put in an individual bowl, my mother or the auntie is gonna have a big bowl, you know, the BBs, you know, we call them omans in Liberia, they're gonna make sure it's gonna be a big ass pot, everybody, and then 15 spoons around this pot, and we all eat good, and that's the culture. Even in America when I was growing up, even my black, you know, my American African friends, that's how I grew up, we shared everything. It's just nowadays, all around the world, we're not used to sharing stuff no more. You ain't gotta talk about Africa, America, just some Africans won't share what they have either. You know, it's just we all gotta get back to black people wise, because we love every other culture, it's cool, but as us together, we all gotta get back to that era of sharing things in. Because my father come from an era where, if he know you, right, he knows you, but you have a friend who live in another city. You don't even go to this city, but just because y'all got mutual friends and he gets to this city, your friend in that city has to show some hospitality to my father. That's how the culture is. Me and my father dropped down, tell you a story, in Canada one time. My first time in Canada, I was like 17. We didn't know nobody. My father said, I have a friend who live here. He called my friend called his friend who lived there, said, hey, my friend is in town. You better make sure he live good. To this day, that dude take care of me. He's like an uncle to me. That's it. Guess what he did? He said, oh, your friend is in town? But we outside in the cold. He said,
come.
What? the best food took me to the club. I'm 17 in the club because of him in Canada. That's how it's supposed to be, our culture. But nowadays, you call people, you drop down their city, crickets. You know what crickets is? Crickets mean you don't hear them. You don't disturb them, but their phone don't work. Or you talk about meeting them before you get there. As soon as you get there, everybody's busy. Everybody has a busy life, you know. But I don't care. I have a busy life too. Many people drop in my cities I live, and while I'm having a busy life, if I know it's a serious situation, I'm gonna help you out, regardless of if I had 5 hours of sleep or not. You think I get a lot of sleep? You think I get 8 hours of sleep? Go see Africa? Seriously, from here to New York City, you think I get 8 hours of sleep? No. I'm tired too.
You,
You know what I'm saying?
you go there to
I'm
work.
tired too. I work here and I drop back from New York from work and I work here out also. But if as I'm sleepy and tired, if people need me and I'm really, that's really my partners and people I do work with, close family or friends, I'm going to make sure you're good, regardless if I'm tired or not. I'm never that. You call me when you need me, right? I'm never that person. But this is my off day. That was my off day. Yo, what you need? If you my people. Now, there's people who never call your phone or whatever. It's cool. But the people you deal with all the time, you're never busy for people. I'm never busy for people.
Someone told
for my real important people.
Someone told me that
Yeah.
in the first world countries, that's in the Europe, America, anytime you need help,
Yeah.
you better seek help from the government.
Okay.
That's why you pay taxes, but don't expect help from your neighbors. That's true.
I mean, taxes. I still
Like,
don't know what they mean.
you're
I
angry?
still don't know what I'm paying for in America.
Yeah.
They tax me all the time, so I still don't know what I'm paying for. I show you what they just taxed me for something just now. But I told you it was a generation. It's a generation shift. Even Liberia is a generation shift. Many things happen. America, the same thing happened in these countries. Happen. And when these leaders get killed, you're going through Jim Crow, you're going through colonialism. Different countries having civil war. A lot of these countries lose generations. So that's what happens. We lost generations in each country. Real stuff. We lost that generation that need to teach us how to be communities around the world. That's the generation that was lost. And people who really know what I'm talking about, they'll understand. Yeah. It was a generation who knew from America to Europe to Africa, wherever. They taught their kids and their grandkids how to be community members. And when they grew up, they knew how to be community members. They knew how to take care of other families that was not their family. I grew up with people to this day. Their grandmother's like my grandmother. Their mother is like my father.
Yeah.
And that's how it was. Because they knew that they're from that era, was taught. I don't care if this is your brother or not. Make sure his family is good. We're community. That's not taught no more. Individualism is taught now. Only care about your kids. Only care about what you do. Only care about what's going on in your city. I don't care what's going on in Ghana. I don't care what's going on in Chicago. Only care. That's the problem. We're taught individualism now. Used to be taught community. My grandmother, when I go back to Liberia, my grandmother really got maybe 7 kids or 6 kids, but she really got 35 when you go back to Liberia. And then them kids, that's why she took care of the community. Yeah, my mother took care of the community. My father took care of the community. Myself, that's why, even when I was 14, I used to help taking care of the community. That's why you see my network and my business. Yeah, it's a community network. It's not an individual network.
Yeah.
Because we live a community life already. Each person out there has at least 10 to 15 people. They either help already or they can help. We live an individual life, so we keep all our things to ourselves. We are a resource base. Each person, don't look at me like the Blackgeo like I'm bragging. No, each person is a Blackgeo, got their own business. Just don't be individual. Make sure it spreads to the next person. We are taught. We need to be taught community again. That's the problem. When I say community, not like you in that person's house. No, look at that person like you should be helping that person out, or that kid is a part of your life. We don't have that. I don't even see that family member or that I grew up with this person, so those kids are your kids. It's not that many now. People who have kids don't have nowhere to drop their kids off when they're busy nowadays.
Yeah,
they know what it is.
That's so true.
You grew up with a family who your mother could just drop you off. That's your auntie.
Yeah.
You call her auntie, but that's not really your auntie. Or your uncle, that's not really your uncle. They just grew up together, but she trusts you that this guy, he can whip you just like your parents. He can feed you just like your parents. You better listen to him. He gives you wise advice, or she gives you great advice. You probably still listen to them to this day. You know what I'm saying? These people that you call as close as your parents. Remember back in the day, those people could whip you. Yeah. And your parents can pick you up and they say, I whipped your kids. And your parents wouldn't do nothing.
Now they can't do that.
Hey, people don't trust people no more. Of course we got creeps and creeps, but it's not community taught. People are not taught to come together and be together, raise up together first. So when we become elders, our kids can do the same thing. Nowadays, people don't hang out with friends. I told you, people are not building that same relationship all 20, 30 years that builds up. So of course I can hang out with your kids' kids. I mean, my kids can hang out with your kids and they grow up together. I told my aunt, her best friends since she was 16, they still good. And those are my aunties. Her kids are like my cousins. Her kids are my older cousins. They'll beat the shit out of me. As, even back there, you used to do. What I'm saying, but still, I still got to take heed to these dudes. Real shit. Shout out to Sam, all these, Howard, all of y'all. They like my real blood. You know what I'm saying? Because they mother grew up with my mother. And her mother, to this day, my auntie, she's like a real aunt to me. So that's how it's supposed to be. Community is lost. Nowadays, even my siblings, they don't got nowhere to drop their kids off. They might have friends. They ain't dropping their kids over their friends. It's not raised how they was. They not as close knit how your parents' friends was close knit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really tells the people, your friends' mothers. My friends I used to chill with their mothers and fathers. They know me personally. Nobody, nowadays people be like, oh, we friends. But when a person passes away and they get to the funeral, their mother didn't even know you was friends with them.
True.
Am I lying? Go see Africa? No, the mother be seeing thousands of people at the funeral. I didn't know y'all was my son's friend or my daughter's friend.
By the
you supposed to meet the mother, meet the grandmother, meet the auntie, make sure
last
people
weekend I was in a similar event whereby I was meeting family and close friends. Some of these guys don't know me. Most of them are calling me a different name.
Okay.
So they know my brother more than me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why in relating to what you're talking about, mm-hmm. society, it's changing. At times you find, yeah, my neighbor treats me as as one of their community, but they really don't know who I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. You find someone they don't know me, but they know I belong to that family. Mm-hmm. If today I was angry, they will feel me, mm-hmm. but still, no one will care whether they know my name or not.
Exactly.
Yeah, whether they're dealing with the right person mm-hmm. or not. Yeah. So long as you are an African, or maybe they know you come from that and that family.
And another thing, that word friend has been lost too, though.
The friendship.
No, the meaning of friend has been lost.
Yeah.
You know, friend, ally. People lost that term, friend. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why a lot of people not building that relationship. Because friend, when you mean friend, that means people that like family. The next person to family is a friend. People don't know that. Mm-hmm. That's what friend. That word friend was.
But it's lost.
It's lost. People,
we
it's loosely
some guys in
around.
position.
Yeah.
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 They are in position. You expect that they are your friend. They used to be your friend, or they are friends to your family. Mm-hmm. You expect those people can hold your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
They can help you maybe get an opportunity similar to theirs, but they can't do that.
No.
It's not because they don't really value friendship.
No.
Yeah. You're living in a different times.
And that's why we were just talking about it. Your friends are the ones when your family are busy or you can't count on you, then your friends come in clutch. And we were just talking about how nowadays when you're getting older, you're having kids, or when you need that friend, people not building that relationship. Now you don't got nobody to call on. Mm-hmm. That's your problem. Mm-hmm. You need to build up relationships at a certain time, equity, network, even if you're not friends, they're associates or whatever. Because people be thinking, oh, this life is individual. It's not individualism. We're gonna wrap it up in the end like we started it. We are humans, people. We're made to interact. We're made to share ideas. We're made to bond. Some of us is made to mate. Some of us is made to teach. Some of us is made to learn. Whatever. But we're not made to be walking past each other, not knowing to everybody on their damn phone. No, you need to be saying hello to people. Yeah. Yes, that's how evolution. Why you think these birds? I saw it was an animal the other day that said got wings. You know why? Because it's evolved now. They all interacted. Now we not evolving. I don't got no wings yet. Where my wings at, man? We should have been. we messed up the evolution, people. We messed up the evolution and stuff. Humans, when we interact with each other, we of course breathing and all that stuff, but more so being around each other, having that group bonfire, stuff like that, like natives used to do. We evolved. We probably would have been a crazy species. We probably would have had rockets on our foot already. Remember? Especially in Africa, all these resources out here. We've been flying around the earth. But that's the problem. We're not evolving. Okay? I still got regular shoulder blades.
But it's good we brought up this topic.
That's the real stuff, though.
Yeah? The case of Gen Zs, the Kenyan Gen Zs, how they were protesting in the streets, These guys don't know each other. Okay. But because of the community and
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because of the community and what's happening around. Now that they don't like what's happening with the government, what the government people are behaving, these guys came together, and if you could see them in the streets, they're behaving as if they have been meeting each other for so long time, as if they know each other.
Yeah. It's a common subject that's what's bringing them together, and that's how it was. See, unity. Something happens, and that's why a thought, a topic brings people together. It's not just wildly we come, people not coming together. So now it's the ideas. That's an idea. That's why I brought people together. So other than even Manamanos, protests, we call it. We should just have ideas that bring us together. Something. Bring up a topic.
Haki, yeah, too.
I'm saying bring up a topic that brings us together. If it's like, okay, we all like Africa, then everybody who like Africa comes together, we talk about Africa. Everybody want to talk about Mano, everybody come together, we talk about that. So that's good though. People, when we all not thinking about collectively something, then we have nothing to talk about. So we all got to come up with a collective idea that we want to talk about, and then we meet up in the streets and talk about it, you know. But we're not thinking about nothing. We're not meeting up. So if it wasn't for Mano, because what none of them guys gonna get up together? None of them guys gonna work on building their next economy or whatever.
The objective.
No. You have some more ideas so y'all can meet up in the streets and do this. It should be million-man marches out here, something like that.
We conclude internet has really improved community.
Yo, man, the internet, even in the hoods. Why you think I be in the hoods, people? Man, I be cutting out content in the hoods, bro. Go crazy. Your internet is beautiful here. A lot of people, I think this is what it is in Africa. People don't know. It's the most populated continent in the world, okay? So opportunity is not even to America, to Europe. It's not for it's not a lot for all of us. So we all fighting for opportunity. So imagine fighting for a place where it's 10 times more, 100 times more the people. So, you know, as much people that are living good here too, it's still a lot of people in Africa, Kenya and Africa that needs help and opportunity because it's the most populated in the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, continent in the earth, so yeah. So that's why you're gonna steal people out, because it's just so many babies being born every day. I told you, I got cousins back home in Liberia. They got time to do, and I ain't say Liberia, even other countries I go to, they got time just to make babies while they do their work. They can work and make 13 babies. See, I can't work and make 13 babies. But some people in different places, they can work and have 13 babies and still be sitting back and living like this.
They're so relaxed.
Relax. Drinking them, like, relax. But that's how Africa is. You know, it's a populated place. Babies are being born every second, every minute. So opportunity has to be born every second, every minute. At the same rate, at 10 times the rate. And that just takes, you can't be waiting for the government. You see Blackgeo, go see Africa. We create opportunities for people out here. And it's a small scale right now, but call us back in 10 years, you know, and see where we are. But that's opportunity. The people, the moral story is the people who have to create the opportunity for people. Don't wait for the government, the people. So each person who got ideas out there, create the opportunity for next person, and y'all all get money together. We all can get money together. Y'all wait for the government to give us a job, bro.
And that's how we started the media platform to create opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. Outside of what we do. You know, we already was doing stuff with people, but we said the media platform can actually enhance actually what we do, and it can actually employ people from Kenya and around the world. So it's not just media people, it could be agriculture, it could be a moving company, you know, something. But just create opportunity for the next person. Don't worry about the government. The government people are living a good life already. You talking about opportunity, they already got opportunity. You're asking them to give you opportunity where they're already sitting in the mansion. Blessed to them, they got a job, they got making bread. So cool. They're paced, they hear what you're saying, cool. They're eating good food while they hear what you say. I got you. I'm gonna do it. Let's talk to the people who we know we don't got no time. So me and Ghost have we ain't got no damn time. We ain't broke. We like, let's get this shit done now. So talk to people who like trying to get talk to people like this, like on the streets like us, like we ain't got time to sit. We ain't sitting in mansions. You know what I'm saying? These are all business areas as you see we at. So talk to people like us who know we ain't up there with the government like that. The people ain't got no time. We know we got to create opportunities like this. So that's the people who really gonna create opportunities here. Government already got opportunity. They're the big guys. You know what I'm saying? Of course they're gonna help the people, but it's gonna be a certain pace. It may be a next generation, but the people are gonna create opportunities every day. Because every day is ideas being born. So you see people every day. You don't see government all day.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So
true.
More story. People create opportunities and make sure you tell people when you live when we in Africa, okay, as many opportunities here we can bring here. And they brought the Blackgeo, go see Africa. Go see Africa. He was actually about to leave Nairobi, and I convinced him to come back to Nairobi. You know, so we brought the business back to Nairobi. Also.
Business is booming.
Business booming,
and we're doing well. You know.
Yeah.
It's only in Nairobi whereby you won't experience those exaggerated taxes like you have in some countries. Yeah. In Nairobi, Kenya is a democratic country, so you expect you'll be treated just like any other person. We know we don't discriminate, and generally not only in Nairobi, not only in Kenya, but in Africa, you know, Africa is always a home. we say Africa is the crown of mankind. So
Nah, you gotta say it one more time. One more time.
yeah, Africa is the crown of
Nah,
mankind.
bro. One more time, man. Say it one more time. You gotta scream, bro.
Welcome to the crown of mankind.
Okay.
So, regardless of your race, you know, anytime you're in Africa, feel at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome home. Welcome to Africa. And for that matter, I have my share zone.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
So
and tell them you gotta look cool. They be thinking you can't look cool, but tell them when you come back to Africa, you gotta look cool.
I look cool by then, right? Just like the environment,
that's it,
my background.
That's it. This is what, yeah, we're gonna end it up with tell people when you come to Africa, this is how it looks, people. Okay. I hope when you watch our content, we have convinced you that Africa is beautiful.
Africa is beautiful.
Right?
So
It's home.
you guys keep on subscribing to our channel. I need to end this video from at this point. So I was your host, Go See Africa, and with me is
Shabi from the Blackgeo.
Blackgeo.
Hope you subscribe. We always end up with some great locations for you guys to look at. We had in Laverton, Nairobi. Please come out to Laverton, Nairobi, or just come to Nairobi in Africa in general. And that's why I said this place is for you guys. All right. And when you come to this place, always think about Go See Africa, the Blackgeo. You will in our footsteps, people.
Goodbye.
Like and subscribe.